Now we will discuss about what is the magnitude of bouncy force by seeing this video. Here this is a container or pot which is full with liquid and a solid object ABCD is immersed on it. And A is the surface area of the block, H1 is the height from the water surface to the top surface of the solid, and H2 is the height from the water surface to the bottom surface of the fluid. Okay, here in the surface area of ABEF will face, or ABFE will face the downwards pressure, and from CDFE in this area the liquid will face, or the body will face the bouncy or the upthrust pressure. So the total downward force on the face AB equals to A into H1 into D into G. What is it? D is the density of the liquid and G is the gravitational constant. The total upward force on the surface of CD equals to A H2 dg. If we see that the height H2 is greater than H1, so the resultant upward force will be subtraction from the upward force to downward force. So we will get this value H2 minus H1 A dg. Again, H2 minus H1 always gives us a length and A is the surface area. So this, the product of H2 minus H1 with A gives us the volume of the object, or of the liquid. So we can write that the resultant upward force exerted by a fluid on the block equal to V into D into G. This is the mathematical expression of the resultant upward force that is exerted by liquid on the block. Our next topic is, why does an object lose weight when immersed in a liquid? When an object immersed in a liquid, it is acted upon two forces. One is weight of the object, that is acting vertically downwards or thrust, and the other is bouncy force due to liquid, which is acting vertically upward. Let T be the tension in the string. What is tension? Tension is the attraction towards the string if that is applied into a liquid which help the body to immerse into the fluid. What is the reading of the string? The reading of the string of the tension in the tension in the string will be equal to the reading of the spring balance, and it is called the apparent weight of the body. So the bouncy force plus tension force T and bouncy force FB equals to, or it must be equal to the true weight of the object, that is M into G. Therefore the apparent weight of the object, or tension in the string T, equals to the true weight of the object, or mg minus fb. So the tension in the string will be the apparent weight of the object. That means if we see here, we will see that there is a loss of weight from true weight to bouncy force. That's why when a body or an object immersed into a liquid, it lost some weight. For this subtraction from the true weight to bouncy force, which is acting on the string and which gives us the result into the spring balance, which again we call that the apparent weight of the object. This is the main reason by which the weight of an object is lost when it is immersed on a liquid. Now our next topic is, why does a body having density greater than that of the liquid sink, whereas that having density less than that of the liquid floats? when a body is placed in water, there are two factors acting on it. We know that the force which is acting downwards, that is thrust, and other is upthrust, which is acting vertically upwards. Weight of the body equals to mass of the body into acceleration due to gravity. Again we can write it volume of the body into density of the body, because we know that density equals to mass by volume, implies that mass equals to volume into density. So we can write in place of mass of the body equals to volume of the body into density of the body into acceleration due to gravity, or weight of the body. That means here the solid block equals to volume of the solid object into density of the solid object into gravitational constant or acceleration due to gravity, and the upthrust acting on the body equals to weight of the liquid displaced by the body. That means mass of the displaced liquid which is displaced when we immersed or try to immerse the body into solid body into the liquid into density of the liquid into acceleration due to gravity. Let it will be V1, D1 and G. What is V1? V1 is the volume of the liquid and D1 is the density of the liquid and G is gravitational constant. At static equilibrium, when the body will just touch into the liquid surface, then at that situation we can write that Vs ds G, that means volume of solid into density of solid into gravitational force equals to volume of liquid, density of liquid into gravitational unit. Cancelling G in both sides, we can write that V1 or VL by Vs equals to ds by d1. It can give us three results. When the density of the solid is more than that of the liquid, that is Vs greater than ds greater than d1, then ds must be greater than d1. That means V1 must be greater than Vs. So V1 will be greater than V1. At that time the volume of the liquid displaced is larger than that of the volume of the solid. So the volume of the liquid, the body or the object will displace the water more, because due to having greater volume of the liquid. When ds equal to dl, that time we can write VL equal to Vs. So the volume of the liquid displaced is equal to the volume of the solid. In such a case the solid will float just on the surface of the liquid. When the density of liquid will be greater than that of the solid, at that situation the solid will be or the solid object will sink into the liquid. That means it will gives us the volume of the solid object will be greater than that of the volume of the liquid. So in this case we can conclude three inference. One is when the density of the solid will be greater than that of the liquid, then the body will floats above the water level. That means in this situation the density of solid is greater than that of the density of liquid. That's why we will get the value of liquid, or volume of liquid will be greater than that of the solid. When ds will be dl, at that time the body will just touch the surface of the water level and sinking or immersed in that such a situation. When the density of the liquid will be greater than that of the solid, at that situation the body will sink into the water or into the liquid.